Hi, my name is CJ Rooney with SEO Kansas City, and for this module, I was wanting to present some ideas for increasing web visits and conversions for your e-commerce business with the help from the Kansas City SEO Group. So, let's see. So for an overview, what we're talking about here is increased web visits and conversions. Understanding e-commerce SEO, and getting started. So, how to increase web visits and conversions for e-commerce business? Well, there's many ways out there when you think about how to promote your e-commerce store, right? You already have a lot of decisions prior to being ready for the marketing and promotions for the site. You know, at the beginning, you got to be thinking about your niche, how you're going to get products, your platform, whether you're going to use, a Shopify or a WooCommerce, or what kind of platform you're going to actually sell it. But then once you have your site nice and pretty, and it's able to accept payment, and everything like that, then the question is, well, how to get traffic to the site, which is web visits, and how to get that traffic to convert, into business. So when you think about increasing web visits, since more than 90% of people are using search engines to find solutions, you've got to keep that in mind for how you want to show up in search. When you think about how to show up in search, you essentially have a couple different options. Besides like the shopping tab on Google, where you can pay to put your product listings there. In the general search results, you're looking at either paying to be in the search results or showing up organically. If you're paying to be in the search results, that's called pay per click, and you're going to be paying a company like Google to basically have your product show high in searches. If someone were to click on it, you're paying for that click, regardless if they convert into a sale. If you think about SEO, to show up in organic search, you still need to optimize your site in order to show up in organic search, though you're not paying for someone to click to your site from search engines. Now, overall, there's been several statistics out there to suggest that e-commerce sites in general have low conversion rates. I think I read somewhere that having a conversion rate of 1% to 2% of web traffic from search engines is decent for an e-commerce store. Now, there's other learnings, like Amazon. They're one of the best in the world at conversion rate optimization. They're always leveraging their data to, find ways for when people enter into their site to do their best to convert them into visitors. So a lot of that stuff is definitely useful and something to look into as far as like usability, usability testing, conversion rate optimization, whether you're going down the route of A/B tests, multivariate testing. There's a lot of, you can go down a lot of rabbit holes just looking on the conversion side of things. But a lot of that stuff is on the site itself. It doesn't have too much to do with having the site show up in search engines. So I just wanted to present, to increase the web visits and the conversions, you're going to have to think about the first part, at least, at the beginning, of how to get traffic there. In addition to additional strategies such as social media marketing, and sponsorships and stuff like that, or branding in general. So on the search side, we're big proponents of the SEO. And why search engine optimization? Well, in general, more people trust the organic results, than paid advertising. So when you search something and you see ad next to it, you're likely not that much different than other people who might not trust those that have ad next to it as much as, the trust level for something that shows up in organic search. So SEOs also provides a structured approach to campaigns, especially for e-commerce businesses that are looking to improve the ranking for different products, such as product pages. It provides a way to take the information and the knowledge you've gained from improving the ranking position for one product page and try a similar approach to another product page. So that's where it kind of provides a structured approach. Say, for example, you have an e-commerce store where you're offering very different things that require very different keyword targeting. With SEO, you can still apply similar tactics. With pay-per-click, your learnings start over for each campaign. For example, and that's where PPC is a little bit different than SEO, where essentially you're bidding on keywords in an auction, in the keywords auction, and then when people click on it, you pay for it. And if you don't want to pay for those in the future, you add them to your quote-unquote negative keyword list. So just think about if you had a lot of different products up there. You'd have to develop all these campaigns. There might be similarities, there may not be, but you're still paying for those clicks, especially on the in the beginning. And then there's not as much similarities between the products to help streamline anything. So that's why we're proponents of SEO. The other thing is that SEO provides compounding effects. So say one of your products gets featured, on a different blog or something like that. Well, that link from that blog to your product page or your website is going to benefit you for that first month. Say you get another link, in month 2 from a different blog or a different site. Now you have a couple different links. So you can see that month to month, as long as you are active in your SEO campaign, you're going to have a compounding effect, which will boost you in the search engine. So you'll get all that demand for your products in a relatively quick period of time, depending on what the product is, the search volume, all that kind of stuff. So that's something to think about as you're kind of looking at different approaches to get more web visits and conversions for your e-commerce site. So how to get started? What we suggest is start with a baseline. Understand where you are with your site and how everything is being presented in search engines. And what we do is we just offer like a third-party site to help you, and it's a free report. So you just plug in your website and you get some interesting statistics about your site, your e-commerce site. So then you got to determine your business goals from that. So from the baseline, you'll see where you're at, but your business goals are going to inform what you need to do in order to get to where you want to be with your business. And then matching a marketing strategy to meet those business goals is very important. Okay, so starting with a report by analyzing your site. So what we suggest is going to a site. You can see that, I believe it's in module 3 and 4. There's a link for how to, one, scan your site for free. So you get scan your site, you get a free report. At the bottom of the report is basically like an itemized list to say, here's some opportunities for improving. And then the second part is just attend a meeting and get advice for free. If you can bring your report with you, and have an SEO expert look at it, then they're going to be able to give you some ideas and help suggest ways to actually improve it. So you don't have to pay per click for your e-commerce site. So that's kind of how getting started. That's how you do that. If you have any questions, feel free to text me. I'm a part of SEO Kansas City, where we help business owners, improve their business in terms of search engine optimization. On a personal note, I also run a small SEO agency, so I offer SEO consulting for people that need help. But yeah, something just to keep in mind is that there's help available to you in the Kansas City area. So with all this, I just want to kind of give all this information to you at a high level, and to see a demonstration for how this might be useful for you and your e-commerce business. I just suggest you check out the next module where we'll be kind of going in a little deeper into the application and tools, so you can get results. So thank you. See you in the next module.